Hey everybody! Alright, we are back to the great nation of Japan. I've got a Type 1 improved ration sent to me by none other than Casey over at MREmountain.com. I will have his link down there in the description box. And of course, he sent along not just that ration, but also a flameless ration heater. And these are some of my favorite ration heaters because they work quite well. Now, to go along with this, my friend Takashi from Japan, he sent me some of these crackers a long time ago, and I also have some for kake for the rice. Let's check this thing out and see what we got inside. Now, I'm not really sure what kind of main this is because the writing on this and the shininess of this package makes it almost impossible to translate, but we will do our best. It has, of course, these nice tear notches right in the top of the package. And I'm assuming that this is rice because it feels kind of hard, like rice. And it looks like we have 2 packets of that. And ordinarily, the ones that I would get that actually come in the tray, I would pop in the microwave for that good 90 seconds. But of course, you shouldn't put any of these foil-lined bags in the microwave unless if you like blue lightning bolts. Have the spoon spork. And again, this is our main, and it comes with a nice paper cardboard type tray to mix your stuff in. Well, with no time to waste, there's Sherman right there. I will put these inside of the flameless ration heater and see how well they do with this rice. Now this heater, to set it up, this sets up just like an old paper bag. Has a nice flat bottom. And what we're going to do is we're going to take the heating pad, the heating element, and lay it flat on the bottom. And just so you can see this, we're going to need 180 milliliters of water to get it activated. And we're going to try to kind of stand them up. This isn't exactly the right type of meal to do this with, but nonetheless, we'll give it a try. So there we go. We've got it kind of in that triangle pattern. Now we're going to dump the water right in the middle and then fold this over and seal it. Then we'll use one of our trusty binder clips. And all that steam will evacuate from these vent holes. And while we're waiting for the mains and the rice to heat up, of course, I've got some green tea to go along with this, seeing how it did not come with a drink. There's our spork. And these are the legit Type 1 crackers that usually come with this. And I think there are a few star candies left in here. Well, from being from 2015, these still have a nice crunch to them. I am pretty impressed. And there are our sugar star candies. So you can get a look at those right now. All they are is just compressed sugar. Okay, we're going to grab this heater. It has been about a good 15 minutes. You can see that steam is coming out. These things really work very well. Try to fish these out of here without frying ourselves up. Okay, now these are very hot, but you can see this was like cardboard earlier. Now it is all nice, soft, and pliable. It just is a testament of how good these ration heaters actually are. But you're going to want to wipe them down really good because these actually touch that heating unit. So we're going to clean that off because our opening is right on the top. And here we go. You can see that it's actually got some stuff in the rice, which is absolutely awesome. You can see this is long grain rice too. Looks like we got some carrot, a little bit of mushroom in here. Man, that's going to be good. Well, let's open up that second packet. And you can read on there, these are 2 different types of rice. Well, maybe you can, if you can see past that glare. And this one is just plain old white rice. Oh man, these things are really, really hot. God bless, come out already. And there's still just a little bit left inside. Alright, let's make sure none of this escapes. Alright, so obviously we had just plain white sticky rice in one, and we've got a flavor rice with some vegetable component in the other one. And I'll try to decipher what it is, but it is really hard trying to translate that writing off of this packaging. And the best description I could get from the main was like spicy tofu. And it's got some veggies in there as well. So we'll put some over both of these beds of rice. Man, that's going to be tasty. And this is 300 grams of that. Man, and I know that looks like potato, but that is actually tofu. Well, I'm sorry, I tried to translate this rice like 12 times, and every time that I would click that translator, it just kept saying, no Japanese found. So, sorry about that, but we'll take some of our spicy tofu in this rice. We know there's definitely some carrot, and there's some chopped up mushroom in there. And I guess, granted, we could have used this, but I didn't want to put all this other stuff on there. In tasting this all combined, there is a little spiciness, just the slightest kick to it, but the rice is really kind of bland. It would almost be better if it was like hit with a little bit of salt, or if we would have dumped some furikake on it, some seasoning. But we'll try some more of this. Still, the flavors are nice and pleasant. It's nice and hot. It's good in filling. We'll grab one of our crackers and add this to it because it definitely needs a little bit of a crunch. So there we go. Oh yeah, that made a world of difference. Now let's try it with just the plain white sticky rice. We'll grab a little bit of that tofu in there. Take a gander at that. Oh, that was scorching hot. That bite of rice that I took, man, was screaming, steaming hot. Woo! In fact, you almost got to see rice particles get shot across the screen. Man. Take a little bit of our green tea. And it's just got the slightest hit of citrus of lemon in there. Quite pleasant. And again, just with this other kind of rice, there is that bland factor going on. You do get that little bit of heat. The tofu itself, of course, like tofu, doesn't have a whole lot of natural flavor to it to start with. So let's grab some of the furikake and we'll sprinkle it liberally on this stuff. And this is simply rice seasoning. That is what it's designed for. Its purpose, that's what it does. We'll try it off of this first. It just gives it a whole nother dimension of nice fragrance, and it makes it sing. And it does too. You can seriously taste the difference, and you'll definitely be able to off of this bite. Man, with all of that rice seasoning on there, yeah. See, man, and for all you out there, just use a translator. See, it doesn't work very well. You can try, but I even tried to translate that, and it still doesn't work properly. But it does add some nice flavor. You would almost be just as happy if I would have just added some sea salt right on this before I laid down this tofu in savory sauce. But it is pretty good, and this is going to be my dinner, so awesome. And seeing how I tried it with this one, I will do this with the same. I will stick a cracker onto this sticky white rice. And then we'll finish this off with one of these star candies. And it comes with these rations. So there you go. It is simply just a compressed, I don't know, it looks like an old World War II mine that's compressed sugar. And they're very, very tough. But once you get them back there in your molars and they just crush apart, it just spreads that sugary, heavenly goodness all through your mouth. Very tasty. Very reasonable too, because you're not going crazy if you only have a couple of these. Well, everybody, this was an improved Japanese Defense Force Type 1 ration. Thank you very much to Casey and MRE Mountain that sent this to me. I really appreciate it, and I will see you all on my next review. Bye.